to show you a couple tricks. So I'm going to push this back. So we're going to start off with the crust, which is mainly cashews. You can use most nuts, walnuts, pecans. They'll work for this.
You can really use any nut you want.
Yeah, any
almonds,
nut you want.
Pecans,
Almonds.
walnuts, a mixture of all of them. That
Yeah.
would work too.
You have dates in here. Remember to take the pits out. The food processor will let you know if you didn't. And the dates, what's nice about the dates is it's gonna bind everything together to sort of give us this really nice crust. But it adds a sweetness as well. So I don't actually have to add any sugar to the crust at all, but I'm gonna get some of that sweetness from the dates, and it's gonna be more than enough.
And it will bind. You don't need oil. You don't need
No oil,
anything.
nothing, yeah. There's enough fat from the cashews to sort of keep it together, keep it nice and moist. And then Casey's adding some lime zest. Again, key lime pie, we're gonna hit it both ways. So lime in the filling and then lime in the crust as well. So, pulse that.
So just until it clumps together.
So the dates, they didn't even chop up. We just left it whole, everything's whole. It's pretty much there. We want it a little bit softer. Okay, so what do you think?
I think a little bit more.
A little bit more.
You'll start to see it clump together. Right there.
All right, so that's what it looks like. You can actually do the squeeze test with that.
You would just take it and it.
So see how it kind of holds its shape? It's not falling apart anymore. That's it. So there's a crust, no bake, and you can line an entire pie plate with that, or we've done some mini ones. So we have like a little mini what are they, muffin tins?
Little
blank.
mini
Muffin tins,
tart pans.
or tart pans, whatever it is, and then you can portion out little pies in there. So that's what Casey's going to start
So
doing.
that they're all the same, I'm just using a scooper and I'm just going to scoop them all right
Yeah.
up against the side so that it's the same, and then just in there like that, and then just pressing it down right into the side.
And see how it's soft enough that it's really malleable. It sticks together, but you can sort of form it into any shape.
And that's it.
And that's it. Really, really easy. And this guy, another amazing tool at the dollar store as well. So add this to the collection. What you can do as well, these are pretty easy. Like, we're going to freeze them. They'll pop out pretty easy. But what you can do is...
You don't need, did you grease that?
No, not
no,
at all.
we didn't grease it. No,
Yeah.
it'll pop up pretty easy because we're freezing it. But if you're afraid yours won't, just cut like little rectangles of parchment and place them in here with some hanging out, and then after it'll pull.
What we
yeah.
even did was a whole strip
A whole
right
strip,
across the
yeah.
whole three, and just lifted it up like that.
Yeah.
So all three came out.
Really, really easy. Okay, so filling now. Again, not too many ingredients. We want definitely quite a bit of lime flavor in there. And I'm using a blender. You can really mix this with a whisk. If you don't want to use too many or wash too many things, it'll still work. So I have half a cup of lime juice. So a lot of lime juice in there. We'll add a little bit, excuse my reach,
Oh, sorry.
a little bit of lime zest to this as well. That's good. And now we're going to add some yogurt. About half a cup of yogurt. Now, you can use regular yogurt. If you want a dairy-free alternative, what they have now is coconut yogurts out there that you can find, which they use coconut milk. So that's, if you want a dairy-free sort of alternative, you can use that. Silken tofu as well. This is a really, really nice soft tofu. That'll make this as well. but otherwise regular plain Greek yogurt, that'll be fine. And we're gonna add a cup of that to this, and this is gonna give us this really sort of creamy texture. And then we're gonna add 1/3 of a cup of coconut milk. That's where we're gonna get our coconut from. Now, coconut milk you can find, there's different varieties, different brands. They have light versions, regular versions, you can use that. I added a little step on the bottom to make your own coconut milk, which is super, super, super easy. And it's even cheaper, I actually found, than regular fine coconut milk. And so all you have to do is you can buy either shredded coconut, so unsweetened shredded coconut, or this is from fresh coconut that I just grated with a shredder. So 1 cup of this to about 3 to 4 cups of hot water, depending on how creamy you want it, and blend it for like 2 minutes, and then strain it. That's it. And then you end up with this.
It really takes like less time than you think it
Yeah,
does.
and that's all. And we use my own, my own water, like instead of the water from the manufacturer. I don't know where the water's coming from. And it's, it separates, so you have the really nice coconut oil, the fat on top, and then the water underneath. It's really, really easy to make.
So where do you get your coconut flakes from? Those
So this was from a whole coconut. Yeah, they cracked it and then created it, peeled it. You don't have to go to that stuff. I've even seen them sell just like pieces of fresh coconut in grocery stores now.
frozen.
You can even buy it frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it grates really easy when it's frozen too. And for this, I only use a cup in this. This is more than a cup. For a cup of grated coconut, it's like $1, not even, less than $1. And then you're adding water. That's it. And you have your own coconut milk. And so we're gonna add about 1/3 of a cup of that. And this will keep for about 3 to 4 days. And you can use this as a dairy alternative, right? So you can, anything that you would put dairy in or milk in, coconut coffee maybe, like put in your coffee, I don't know. Okay.
You're shaking your head like, no.
We're gonna add a little bit of honey just to sweeten it up. A couple tablespoons. And that's it. So lime juice, yogurt, coconut milk, honey. Pretty simple. Blend it or whisk it. That's it. This is our filling. It's sort of, it should coat the back of a spoon, so it's thick enough to coat the back of a spoon, but it's still pretty fluid. And so what you want to do is pop the shells. See how nice those look? Pop the shells in the freezer. Let them set for about 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and pour your filling into the shells, and then you let it chill in the freezer, and then you can eat it right out of the freezer. It's a nice little almost frozen dessert, or just let it sit at room temperature for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes before serving.
You could also do this with any other citrus fruit. You don't only have to use lime. You could use lemon or orange or grapefruit.
Yeah, so this is, we did a big one, and this is what it looks like.
So you
So
can pop it
I'll
out.
pop it on. I'm not gonna do it for everyone. And that's it. I mean, it's really, really nice treat. We have, this is just some toasted coconut on top, maybe a little bit more lime zest on that. And that's like a really nice fast, pie. You can have it ready in the fridge. Yeah.
Yay.